So I'm out here in the cut flower bed, and this is one of the reasons you leave your old plants over winter, is because the worms use it as food. Let's see here. So I didn't really know about this for many years, and last year I did a test and I couldn't believe it. It actually works. So all this rotten status from last year the cut flowers. Sorry. Making a mess here. All of this has worms all the way up here. There's worms all the way in there. And so this bed has worms everywhere, which means that I don't need to add as much nutrients. So as we talk about farming sustainably and gardening. I don't know if you guys can see all these. Here. There's one there. It's funny, the status is actually got some green on it still, but lots of organisms eat the leftover. So where these were, in another week or so, maybe sooner, I'll come and start cleaning up the tops of these. And where we didn't leave plants, because that's where the bunnies ate most of the flowers every time we put them in, that side will amend higher than right here where there's all that vegetation that is now getting converted back in. And you'll see I have bunny poop here. It's like a combination. There we go. Let's see if I can show you guys this. I don't know if you can see all those worms. So there's lots of good reasons to slow down the cleanup in the fall so that you actually have less work in the spring. And cleaning these up in the spring is really easy because it's all dried out and dead. So that's my little tip for today. I do some clean up and some I don't. So it really just depends on what my plans are for the next year and also my time. So this I left here and I was like, oh no, I left it. And then I said, oh wait, that's actually not a bad thing here because this was a new bed last year. We threw cardboard down. We threw some mulch around it. We put some compost down the center, burned the holes in the plastic, and we left it, right? So the fact that there's this much worms in this one little area, they'll spread out pretty well also. But this soil right here is basically black gold at this point, with that quantity that I just saw at moving 3 little plants out of the 15 I have here. We've got the sunflower stalks that I need to remove. I've got the cosmos that was over here. There's more zinnias that was over here. Snapdragons. I was gonna check and see if these actually made it because sometimes they'll overwinter fine here in North Central Mass, Zone 5B. This looks pretty dead at this point. Well, there's some growth maybe. Let's see if I can. So we'll see. Give it another week. It's like 60s right now. It's absolutely beautiful. These were all the zinnias last year. So I'll come in and clean that up. But oak leaves are some of Worm's absolute favorites. So we don't try not to clear out too much of the oak leaves. You'll see on the other bed over there, it's full of maple and oak leaves, mostly oak. So we'll keep this here, and then we're going to try to make at least 2 more beds. I think minimum 1, but I'm hoping at least 2 more beds like these for more cut flowers this year. So food for thought. I mean, you can do that with your vegetable plants. I did that with some of the other vegetables. Some of them I cleaned up really well in the raised bed over there, but it just depends on what we've got going on, like I said, and how messy I think it's going to be from a cleanup standpoint. So you can even just cut down the stalks to that 3-4 inches above soil and leave the root ball. And the root ball is really what those worms are going after, and some of that vegetation that was underneath those leaves. But we're mostly done with snow at this point. As of, I think, today, really. There was a couple snow spots here over by the woods, but they're definitely going away quickly. And it's about the last of it up here on top of the hill. Down in the woods and down by the driveway, there's a lot more. So, hope this helped. If it did, please like and subscribe, and I will do a much more detailed update of the hoop house coming soon, as well as the basement, all the seedlings. We've got a lot of things coming up, and a lot of things growing really well right now. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening.